Hello, hello, hello. I am Tia of Tia V Fitness right here on Instagram. Today I'm going to share a grocery haul of all the food I plan to eat this week, and I'm going to get it prepped and ready to go so that you can kind of get an idea of what I eat and how I prepare it for myself for the week. So first things first, I do have a husband and 3 kids, and they eat almost a completely different meal plan. For example, today they will eat a ground turkey meatloaf meal with like cabbage and black eyed peas. I will not be eating that. I'll be eating something else that I make right now. Tomorrow I'll be making roasted chicken, and when I make the roasted chicken, I will probably use some of the roasted chicken all throughout the week to go with some of the stuff that I'm gonna prep today. But I normally like to get everything that I'm gonna eat ready to go and in the refrigerator so that during the week when I cook for them, my stuff is already kind of squared away. And I pick really quick, easy, simple meals for myself. Normally they're either one pot meals or like quick salads or something like that, so that it's not a huge task for me. So let's get into what I bought. This week I got 3 really big heads of romaine lettuce, and I normally always use romaine. Chicken broth, anytime I make rice or vegetables, I use chicken broth instead of water to cook them. We've got some green onion. I have 3 English cucumbers, some seaweed snacks because I'm really trying to get into those. So far, I kind of don't like them, but I keep trying them anyway. We've got some quinoa, which I'm already making back there. Feta cheese. A big box of white rice. My family will eat some of this too, so I always get the big box when they have it. This is a Healthy Choice Green Goddess salad dressing. I have 3 cans of chickpeas, and my oven is ready. I have some kale, and I actually bought 2 bunches of kale, but I used one of them yesterday in a pasta for the family. So I have my kale, and I'm using this kale this week for my breakfast. We've got some olive oil, some carrots, eggs, and I like getting the brown eggs. I don't know how well you can see it, but they are the Simple Truth brown eggs at Kroger. I get the big tub of spinach because when my kale runs out, I like to have spinach with my breakfast. And I also mix spinach into other things. A nice quick little tip, the pasta that I made yesterday, I finally chop up the kale so that it looks like parsley, and I just throw it in and stir it. And when it kind of gets hot on the pasta, it looks like seasoning. It doesn't look like kale. So we've got tomatoes, and we've got beets. So let's get this stuff like prepped and ready. I'm not gonna make the rice right now because I'll make that when my family is actually gonna eat it, but I am making the quinoa because that's primarily gonna be my carb for the week. So let's cook. Okay, so we're about to start cooking. The quinoa is actually already done. It only takes 15 minutes. It's 1 cup of quinoa, 2 cups of broth, and then I season it with garlic powder, onion powder, kosher salt, and black pepper. You bring it to a boil, you cover it, and you simmer it until it's done, and that normally takes about 15 minutes. I forgot to share a couple other things in the haul. I found these at Walmart. So that's an artichoke burger, and I haven't tried either one of these things before. And this one is a buffalo cauliflower patty. And sometimes what I do with these is I use them as the meat for my salad. So you'll see me make 2 different salads right now. One of them is gonna be a spiralized salad with quinoa, and then one of them is gonna be a kind of Mediterranean style salad with romaine dressing, an egg, chickpeas, and cucumbers. So yeah, let's go ahead and get cooking. Those are the 2 things that I'm making right now for me to have all throughout the week. And like I said, I'll probably use these as my meat topping when I don't want to eat the roasted chicken that I'm making tomorrow. So let's go ahead and get into this. I've already kind of washed off my carrots and my green onion, and I put the green onion in the quinoa. Like, I toss it once it's done in there. And I'm gonna spiralize all of this. I'm still debating whether or not I wanna spiralize my cucumber, because I feel like I can just chop that on the day that I want it. I'm actually not gonna do this right now. No, that's not good. I'm actually not gonna do the green onion right now. So we're gonna grab our spiralizer. This is making quite the mess. And what I love about being able to do this on a Sunday is it really does help me out all throughout the week. My lunch and my dinner is good, and I just have to feed everybody else. And that makes my life so much easier. They actually have a little tool for this, and I used to have one, and today I just realized that I must not have it anymore. So I'm using a paring knife, and I'm just quickly going down the side. I need one of those trash bowls like Rachel Ray. Hold on. Look at that. Boom. All right. So our carrot is ready to be spiralized. And I've never actually spiralized a beet before. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut it and get it ready. And I'm gonna save these. I'm not sure for what, but I'm gonna save them because I feel like I should eat the leafy green part. All right, so I'm gonna wash these off, get the spiralizer over here, spiralize these, and then I'm actually gonna roast the carrots, the beets, and my chickpeas all in one sheet pan in the oven. I like using the oven for meal prep because for one, it makes it fast. For two, that means I don't have to watch it. And then for three, it gives me kind of like a little break amongst the task. And it allows me an opportunity to clean up as I cook. So yes, we're about to do one of those little things where I start speeding it up really quick. So let's finish this up, get spiralized, and I'll show you the plated version of my meals for the week. So let's put some things into the oven so that I can build these plates for you. So I ended up not needing all of those beets. So the last beet I sliced it, and I'm just gonna make some beet chips. Well, they're not really chips. They're like beet slices. And these will be a really good snack for me. And I can dip those in like a dressing. I have a recipe for a really good like homemade ranch dressing. It'll probably be really good on those. Beets really sting your fingers. So we're gonna give these a quick little drizzle, and I wasn't planning on making beet chips. It just kind of happened. Ooh, heavy-handed. It just kind of happened because I try to cook while I'm cooking. Ooh, make sure each one got some. I'm gonna do a little garlic powder because garlic is good on everything, and black pepper. And yes, I'm only doing one side because I just am only doing one side. And then we swish it around. So the bottom still kind of gets a little something there, but I don't know. I try not to overly do it on the salt and stuff. Okay, so these are ready. They're gonna go in the oven. I wasn't planning to cook that, so my oven is not ready for that one. For the spirals, first of all, I got this recipe from a magazine. Their spirals were absolutely perfect. This was my first time trying to spiral beets and carrots, and never again. There must be some type of tip or trick to it that I don't know, because doing that just now, first of all, gave me a bicep workout that I wasn't expecting. And then for two, like mine didn't come out the way my zucchini spirals normally come out. My zucchinis, which is a completely different vegetable. So, I mean, maybe zucchinis do spiral different because of that. I don't know. So another tip that I'll give that I do all the time is when I do stuff like this, I always do kosher salt, black pepper, and garlic powder because that's a very simple flavor palette. And what you do is during the week, like when you make Taco Tuesday for your kids or for your family, like I will be doing on Tuesday, because this is a very simple flavor palette. If I wanted to use these same ingredients and make a taco bowl, I could. The only thing that I would do is just add my salsa, guacamole, lettuce, like whatever I make for Taco Tuesday, I would just put it with this, and then voila, I have a taco bowl, and I didn't even have to do anything. So we got those. Now we're just gonna sprinkle our chickpeas on the same tray. Boom, boom, boom. Let them swish around in there. The juice will get them nice and seasoned. And then another tip that I have, because you might be like, why didn't she season her chickpeas? It's because when you're using dressing, and I watch my sodium. So that's the biggest thing, is that I watch my sodium. But because of that, I try not to season and salt every single little thing, and I allow like the dressings or the marinades or whatever it is that I'm gonna put on this when I actually eat to coat it and season it for me. And I've been doing that for so long that I honestly don't miss that additional salt because it's not good for me, and I know that. So I'm gonna put this into the oven and let it go for like maybe 10 to 15 minutes, and then come back and build our salad. All right, so here is our finished product. This is the crispy chickpea Mediterranean style salad. You've got your tomatoes, green onion, the romaine, the chickpeas, and an egg, the feta cheese. And over here is our beet and carrot quinoa bowl. The quinoa is down there in the bottom, if you can see it. We've got some chickpeas, beets, carrots. These are the greens from the beets, and this is one of the patties that I told you about. This is actually the artichoke patty. So, meals for the week, prepped and ready to go. Thank you for checking out my grocery haul and my meal prep for this upcoming week. If you have any questions, feel free to send me a DM, and I will see you in my Instagram stories.